So we're ready to look at what the stories are front and back pages of the newspapers. Which one is your favorite newspaper?
No, you don't want to do that. I'll be promoting the paper.
My friend, tell me.
No, I won't tell you. Which is your favorite?
Daily Guide.
Really? Why?
Because I love it. They try to copy Daily Graphic. I love clones.
You didn't just say that.
For example, I will love your clone. You know, yeah. So we have front page of Daily Guide. It has on the front page 4 girls drown at Accra Beach. MPP ready for NDC according to the minority. And then New Guinness. Oh, sorry, it's an advert. Didn't see that. And then wait, Togo. And then this one, there's an inside page of the news one. It says, I want to win souls, not only awards. SP Kofi Sapong. Miss V is a talent. Let's support her. I hear she's been nominated.
Yes,
Which
for the
one?
BET. Yeah, African Act of the Year or something.
Wow. And then we have Miss Africa Rebecca Samoa gets scholarship. Miss V. I'm here for all. What to say, Abu Bedu? Okay.
All right, so I have the Ghanaian Times, and on the front page, kiosk along Domi Road and Prisons Service apologizes, and 4 robbers brutalized taxi driver. That's on the 3rd page of the Ghanaian Times. This is violence erupts at Brekum, 1 killed, 3 injured, and on, well, that's an advert on the back page. Let's see what's in the center spread. And well, Assembly permits sighting of structures along Domi Road. That's actually the details of the story. They're on the front page. And AMA secures Chinese firm support on projects. And there's another one. GISA rep Lords Ghanaians pursuing courses in Japan. You can get a copy of the Ghanaian Times and read the details of that story.
Right, we have well, front page of the paper, the Daily Graphic. NLC goes to court to compel JUSAC to return to work. You have a picture there of Alex Nate, who is the president of JUSAC, and Harun Idrisu, Minister of Employment and Labour Relations. A very good morning to you, Mr. Harun Idrisu. It's been a while. Rain exposes filth along Collie drains. It's on the back page. And then we also have 2 accounts officers of Ahafwano Assembly NAB for diverting 133,000 Ghana cedis. Rival factions, meanwhile, clash at Kato. 1 shot dead. On the back page, rain apparently exposes filth along the Collie drains, but dredging on course. We're hoping that the dredging activity will improve the current state of the floods, because we're hearing that according to the thing, there are various factors that really account for many waters here. And we're hoping that attitudes would improve. There are pictures, for example, on various news websites indicating people pouring rubbish
into
in the
drains.
running water.
It's pathetic, actually.
And very appalling on our part as citizens. I don't know why. We go to the advanced countries, we do what they do. And when we come to a country, we don't do what they do.
It's because I think many people don't respect where they come from. And that's one of the many factors why we don't treat ourselves well as well. So,
sure.
Well, on the front page of the Finder, 9,000 to lose jobs in local steel factories. That's really disturbing. Killer electricity bills, cheap steel imports to blame, and AMA secures $750 million investment from Shenzhen, China. Landmark case Mahama to know fate on Thursday. That story is on page 4 of the Finder. 1 dead, 2 injured at Kato, story on page 11. And lawyer drags General Legal Counsel to Court of Appeal. That is on the 2nd page of the Finder newspaper. Let's see if there's anything well, worth mentioning in the center spread. Well, no, it's just adverts.
All right, so let's look at the Daily Dispatch has on the story. LMVCA, that is, okay, I've seen David Asante. So it's got to do with Let My Vote Count Alliance threatening violence on voting day. But apparently the police say, Bayawa, you can't do that. Bamuyada. Focus on the late Peter Uyafe Pepra. And then There's about you knowing your constituency and the pullouts, but Kwesi Pratt has been quoted here saying MPP exhibiting intolerance and why you must close the toilet late before you flush. Okay.
That's interesting.
Interesting. I'll read the story later. Okay. But we have a pullout that I always tend to show the readers. Pullouts, and it gives you an indication of who you need to know before the elections. And Benis Akachi has a member of parliament named as Peter Nochu Kotoi, and then we have Nkoko Eric Kwache Dafo, and then we have Ifija Kwabre South Emmanuel Orue Kuedo. And they have an outline of what really their constituency entails, including maps, etc.
That's very educative.
Very educative. They've been doing this, and we have 166 days more to the election.
To the elections. It's a countdown to
very
the
soon,
big day.
Very soon also, we're going to do a countdown on the show each morning. And I'm sure we're going to, by the 150th day, we'll start doing that on the show. Yes.
Okay, so our very last one, the Business and Financial Times. On the front page, poor roads hinder wind power. See story on page 3. It's a hat trick for GT Bank, Technology Advanced Bank of the Year. Well, and on and on and on about that. COCOBOT seeks $2 billion syndicated facility. And on the back page, GCB expands to East Legon and surrounding communities, and new regional leadership center building inaugurated, and Diageo top executives pay courtesy call on Asantehene. All of that in today's Business and Financial Times. There are a lot of features here. For those of you who are interested in business, you may just want to pick a copy of this and read for yourself.
You want to read a couple of messages, or you want to go and look at the online portal as I read this?
All right,
and so,
okay.
Apparently there's a minister coming from Dr. Omane Boamah, Minister of Communication, has issued a statement, and it says government has requested the Public Utilities Regulatory Commission, the PURC, to start investigation with the agency that complaint from consumers on suspected anomalies in electricity billing. We all seem to be experiencing some difficulties one way or the other. In the statement signed by the minister today, he said government has received a number of complaints from residential as well as business customers of the ECG about suspected anomalies in their bills following the last adjustment in utility tariffs by the PURC. A statement continued that government agrees with the complaints that the reported anomalies are affecting the income as well as the operating costs of consumers, and these must be urgently investigated. The statement therefore asks the PRC to ensure that the ECG rectifies the billing system to reflect the tariffs approved by the Commission. Accordingly, the ECG has also been directed to cooperate effectively with the PRC and the Energy Commission to ensure that speedy resolution of the suspected anomaly in the billing system is achieved. Consumers of ECG are also encouraged to present to the PRC their complaints or with accompanying receipts and bills to help with the investigative process. And this has been signed by the Minister, Dr. Edward Omane Boamah, Minister of Communications. And are you ready with some?
Yes, and here on My Joy Online, our top stories. The first one, City will stabilize till end of year. That's some good news for a lot of us. CalBank MD is saying that the Managing Director of CalBank, Mr. Frank Edu Jr., has expressed optimism in the city, predicting that the local currency could make some gains against the dollar by close of the year. Now, let's pick up the second one. Joy News' Hashmin Mohammed takes a wife. Some good news over there. The third one, Joy Sports, Euro moments when Portugal crushed England's golden generation in 2004. Started English team once again comically. This is an opinion you can read. It says the siege against your right to know what Ghanaian media can draw from Germany. Okay, so that's an article by a reporter of Germany's biggest print media. Spiegel paints a picture of his society gradually losing faith in the media. You would want to read that. And Bessa White contestant Shayo Sudoku primary could hurt NDC secretary warns. And let's move on to some other stories here on My Joy Online. David Cameron buys used Nissan Micra for wife Samantha. Okay, that's really interesting, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
The Prime Minister is buying a used
Nissan
Micra.
Yeah.
Have you seen that car?
Yes, that smallish one.
Very.
Yeah. That's not bad.
It
just gets to show that even though you have more than enough, you have to just live well and make sure that the people you represent, you kind of empathize with them and that kind of thing. And I know this may be just for the cameras, etc. As Dennis Al-Hissaman is saying this morning, but really also shows that you kind of think and live.
Exactly.
Just like the way that
yes.
live.
You see, like President Mahama said when he went to London, that you know sometimes he tells
President
Lord.
Mahama doesn't
That
drive
he
a
said
small
sometimes
car, does
he tells his wife, Lord, we can't afford that and that and that. You should see that.
He said that?
He said that when he met the Ghanaian community in London. Yes,
that's
he
what
did.
That he can't afford.
Yeah, he tells her, yes, that sometimes he
There's
feels
something
the
about
pressure.
Zika virus.
Yes, the Zika outbreak fueled by mosquito control failure. The spread of Zika is the price being paid for a massive policy failure on mosquito control, says World Health Organization leader Margaret Chan. And let's pick the very last one on the top stories on myjoyonline.com. Pupils of Adam Chirin Basic School boycott school over lack of desks. Some pupils of the Adam Chirin Methodist Basic School in the Gomwa district of the Central Region have refused to go to school because they have no desks to sit on. Very interesting. Well, let's show on CTFM. Let's just pick a few here. 84% of Ghanaians vote for personal goodies, and voters must be educated on MP's mandate. And Sunday's flooding killed 43-year-old woman, that's according to NADMO, and 1 killed, 3 injured in renewed chieftaincy clashes. There's a lot of news here. You can get onto their portal. Let's get onto BBC's website as well. Egypt air flight did not swerve. There's still a lot of information coming on this air flight that went missing and was off radar for a while. Africa highlights South Africa man torched in eviction protest. Nigeria job crisis worsens, and SA Bank hit by Japan card fraud. And that one very interesting. Dragged woman told to bomb market. 1 dead in Kenya opposition protest. There are details of these stories on the BBC online page.
Okay, great. We have a couple of your messages. And so as we wait for Benedict Owusu, we will want to read a couple of them. Let me read the ones that are in my favor, then I'll give them to you.
Okay.
Roland. Roland, you have a pretty lady on your show.
Thank you.
Charlie, you don't give me fans. You are making me bright. And that's from Akoto Razak Central, who also says, let my vote count should rather maintain peace because Ghanaians have seen some development under President Mahama. And
all right, let's read this. This says, my personal observation about the NDC and MPP communicators is that their body language is very bad. They need to change as a matter of urgency. They need peace, security, moral, and psychological education. You didn't add your name. Would love to know who you are. Okay, this one says, all my family are moving away from NDC this year. Shame to NDC. This is from Yusuf. And this one says, like fresh dewdrops of a new day, may God's loving, be upon you. Happy birthday to you. Sami Tuga and Sawem. Okay, happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Aziz Donla. Okay, Roland. Thank you. He says you've got nice ladies on your program.
Yes.
Yes.
I always make sure.
Okay. And someone wants to find out where Mama V is.
Mama V has taken leave of absence for a week to sort some things we have in between us and also the rest of her family. So she'll be back next week. But if you want to get it, you want to read more?
Yeah, just a few more. This says, this raining season, we don't want loss of life, so the AMA should do something to save Ghanaians. This is Soga John at Asin Fosu, and this one is saying, John, rest in peace. This is from Tefe Prince at KJB. So that'll be it for now.
Well, you want to get interactive, we have a page on Facebook. It's named Join News on TV. And when you go there, you see pictures of us, etc. And talking about pictures of us, we'll take a selfie right now. Yeah. So you smile. We'll put this. That's Gaya. One more. So go to our page as Kill It. So you go to our page on Facebook, Joy News on TV. You see that very picture there. Please make sure you get interactive throughout. Whatever that is worrying your mind this morning, let us know.
And you can also send us videos of what's happening in your community. We like to encourage our viewers to get interactive with us.
Right. So please get a start. But right now we have sports.
Yes.
Okay. So Benedict also will be in the studio very soon. Do stay on.